welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I hope you're feeling good. So maybe relaxing at home, maybe walking outside, or maybe just listening while drinking something warm. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, traveling. And please don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Now let me ask you a simple question. Do you like traveling? Do you enjoy visiting new places, or do you prefer staying at home where it is safe and comfortable? For me, even if I haven't traveled abroad yet, just thinking about traveling makes me happy. It gives me energy, it makes me curious about the world. So let me start with my own little travel story. I never left my country, not yet. But of course, I traveled to some cities inside my country. One of the best memories I have is from Bursa. Yes, Bursa is a beautiful city in Turkey, and I went there on a school trip. It was winter, the weather was cold, and there was snow in the mountains. We only stayed for one day, but it was exciting. I remember being on the bus with my classmates, laughing, eating snacks, and feeling the joy of going somewhere new together. When we arrived, we walked around, visited some places, and enjoyed the winter atmosphere. It was short, but it felt like an adventure. Later, I visited Ankara, the capital of Turkey. It is quieter, more official, and it feels more serious. Of course, the most important part for me was visiting Anıtkabir, the mausoleum of Atatürk. When I stood there, I felt emotional, proud, and connected to history. That moment stayed in my heart. So you see, even if I didn't travel abroad, these small trips taught me something. Traveling isn't always about distance. Sometimes it's about perspective, it's about changing your environment and seeing something different. Now, let's talk about why traveling is important. What do you think? Why do people love to travel so much? For me, there are a few reasons. First, traveling is like a school. Every place we visit is a teacher. We learn about history, about culture, about people, about traditions. But the good thing is, it's not boring like a normal classroom. It's alive. You learn by walking in the stress, by talking to people, by tasting food. Second, traveling helps us relax. Life can be stressful, right? So we have school, work, responsibilities, problems. Sometimes we feel tired. Traveling is like pressing the pause button in life. When we travel, we forget about our daily stress. We take a break, we laugh more, and we feel free again. And third, traveling gives us memories. Not only photos, not only Instagram stories, real memories, little stories we can keep forever. Like, do you remember that bus trip in winter? Or do you remember that food we tried for the first time? These stories make us smile even years later. But let's be honest, traveling isn't always easy. It can also be difficult if you don't prepare well. That's why planning is important. Where will we stay? How will we go there? What will we eat? How much money will we spend? Without planning, a trip can be stressful. Also, safety is very important, especially if we go abroad. We must keep our passports safe, our wallets safe, and always pay attention to our surroundings. And another thing, respect. Every country has its own rules and traditions. In some countries, people take off their shoes before entering the house. In other countries, silence is important on public transportation. When we respect these rules, we show respect to the people too, and they respect us back. Now, let's talk about the ways of traveling. There are many options. Like we can travel by bus, by car, by train, or by airplane. Airplanes are fast but sometimes expensive. Trains and buses are slower but they let us see the real outside. And honestly, I love looking outside during a trip. It makes the journey part of the adventure. Inside the city, we also travel in different ways. We use buses, trams, metros, ferries. For example, in Istanbul, ferries are not just transportation, they are a small trip. When you are on a ferry, you see the Bosphorus, the skyline, the seagulls flying around. It feels special, even if it's only a short ride. What about holidays? Yes, traveling and holidays are connected. But there are many types of holidays. Some people love beach holidays, they go to the sea, swim, sunbathe, relax. Others prefer cultural holidays. They visit museums, historical places, and learn about traditions. They go hiking, camping, maybe even climbing mountains. And some people prefer city breaks. They travel to a new city, walk in the streets, explore cafes, shops, and just enjoy the atmosphere. Honestly, I want to try all of them. Now, let's talk about my dream destinations. Even if I never traveled abroad, I have a big list in my head. At the top of the list is Japan. Japan is amazing. I want to see Tokyo with its tall buildings, bright screens, and busy streets. I also want to visit Kyoto with temples, traditional gardens, and cherry blossoms in spring. And of course, I want to try sushi and ramen in their original place. Second, I want to go to South Korea. I like Korean culture, music, and food. I want to see Seoul, a city where modern skyscrapers and traditional places stand side by side. It looks so interesting to me. Third, Bali and Indonesia. Bali is like paradise. Beaches, rice fields, beautiful nature. I imagine myself there sitting near the ocean, relaxing with the sound of waves. Amazing. Fourth, Thailand. Thailand is colorful, lively, full of energy. Street food, night markets, temples, tropical islands. I think it will be an unforgettable experience. And of course, Iceland. Why Iceland? Because of the northern lights. Lights dancing in the night sky, green, purple, magical mysteries. I want to stand under that sky and just watch. Not through a screen, not in a picture, but with my own eyes. That will be a dream come true. So, my friends, what does traveling mean to me? It means discovery, it means learning, it means freedom, and most of all, it means stories. Even if I cannot travel today, I can dream. And you know what? Dreaming is also a kind of traveling because when you dream, your mind goes place your body cannot. So maybe tonight, before you sleep, you can ask yourself, where do I want to go next? What do I want to see? Because sometimes the first step of traveling is not buying the ticket, it is just dreaming. Thank you so much for listening. And today's episode, I hope it gave you some inspiration. Maybe you remembered your own travel stories, or maybe you start thinking about new dreams. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Take care until next time. Keep exploring, even if it's only with your imagination. Thank you so much. Bye bye.